It's a decisive 4 days in the IPL. Double headers on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and results that could define how the teams might end the group stage of the tournament. This is ESPNcricinfo Match Day T20. We'll be looking ahead to Kolkata against Delhi. That's the first game of the two on Friday, and it will be it comes as Kolkata, who've actually won 2 on the trot. Delhi have lost 3. They find themselves in a bit of a rut. And Ajit Agarkar has played for both those teams. He's with me here today. Sanjay Bangar also with me. Gentlemen, let's look ahead to that game. Match day match point number 1 for this contest is about a batsman who started this tournament so well. Delhi rely heavily on him. His name is Sanju Samson. He's the opening bat for Delhi, and we are going to discuss whether he struggles in the middle overs. Now remember, Delhi relies so heavily on some of the young Indian batsmen that it's important to analyze how the season of individually how the season for some of them has gone. We've spoken of Karun Nair. It's time to speak of Samson. Just look at some numbers quickly, Ajit and Sanjay. Strike rate of 156 in the power play, and that withers out as the field goes back. Balls per boundary to a huge difference, finds it harder to get the boundary, and dismissed more trying to go for the big shot after the power play. So it begs the question, Ajit Agarkar, I'll start with you. Sanju Samson promoted to open the batting after his 100 against Bangalore earlier in the tournament. What can be attributed to the struggle of batsmen who's otherwise pretty good in the power play and things just go flat after? 45 seconds for you.
I mean, clearly in the power plays he hits the gaps well. So should ideally do that when the field spreads to get rotate the strike. I think anyway Delhi have struggled with the batting. So maybe puts a little bit of pressure on the guy who's in form. Hard to put a finger, because if you've started so well, it should actually be easier to rotate strike. Maybe that's the challenge he has. Even in the 100 that he got, he smashed 40-50 in no time towards the end. I think he got stuck in the middle. It's something that he needs to sort out, because Delhi again, like most seasons, relies so heavily on one batter because the other Indian batters haven't yet put their hand up. So look, the thing is, if he does fall into that rut, as long as he goes on and makes up for it, it doesn't affect the team so much. But the day he doesn't, then that gets shown up a little bit more.
Sanjay Bangar, young player, been asked to promote, not too much experience in and around him, and a change of opening partners. How do we best identify Sanju Samson's role for Delhi? 45 seconds for you.
I think he's more suited at the top of the order. That's where he gets a lot of runs, and more so because his scoring area is very strong between the mid-wicket region. And what happens is, usually with a new ball, is there are hardly 3 fielders protecting that side, so he can find his gaps. And when the bowlers are on the wider side, he uses the area behind point pretty well. After that, definitely bowlers are bowling much straighter. They have a lot of protection on the onside, and the width factor goes away. So that could also be one of the reasons which he needs to work on in tandem with somebody like Rahul Dravid to get his strike rotation better in the middle overs.
Alright, you have lots of time to spare. Well done, Sanjay Bangar.
I've taken up his time.
But 45 seconds in intact. So we've discussed Sanju Samson, and we'll have to see how he goes against a good pace bowling attack that the Kolkata Knight Riders have.